So what we're looking at here is a slab on grade that is currently being prepped. We'll notice here the slab crew are working right here, digging out the footings. This particular slab on grade is not on grade beams or pilings. Instead, this system here is a stem wall, which is really a perimeter footing, and on top of that perimeter footing is a vertical block wall or a shortened vertical block section. And then in between that short vertical block section, you'll have a slab that'll be poured in between that. And that's the slab section that we're looking at here. All the dirt work is currently being done in order to form out the interior footings. Now, this particular slab rests directly on the grade, hence the name slab on grade. And so the footings are very critical to that slab on grade because they allow for transfer of the load that will be applied onto the building, load from the vertical walls, the floors above, to bear directly on the soil. So that's why prepping out these footings is very, very critical. Now, one interesting thing you'll notice with this slab is that there are a number of penetrations, and by penetrations I'm speaking of the pipes that are protruding upwards out of the ground. And you'll notice all these white pipes coming out. Now, these penetrations are particularly of interest because the footings have to really, or the penetrations really have to be away from the footings. In some cases, as you see here, this sewer line is directly in the footing. You want to try to avoid that by all costs, but in some cases you will have them, and that's okay too. The calculation of the load takes into consideration any possible penetrations that could be going through that footing. So what we're noticing here, we'll zoom on this gentleman here. What he's doing is the footing has been already cut out, and so he's going in and cutting off this. He's taking down the side walls of the footing, and so that allows for that footing really to have a sloped face, so that when they form this up, put the steel in, put the visqueen on top of it, it really has a sloped contour to it. That's going to allow for really a good connection of the footing to the slab. You'll notice that the perimeter forms are already up, giving this already really the shape that it should have. This is a fairly large footing. Slab, I should say. And around the perimeter edges, I'll see if I can zoom in here, you'll notice there's a thickened portion, and that'll be the thickened edge section of it. And that thickened edge really runs the perimeter of the stem wall. And that again just allows for more bearing of the slab onto the ground to transfer load. So this is your slab on grade.